Hey guys, happy Monday. So a lot of hot stocks in play today from DSS to LLIT and also Snapchat. So we're going to go over some of my losses as well as the wins. So first stock on the day, DSS. So this is a former runner, really low float. You can see lots of spikes on the daily chart and lots of sell-offs as well. So that means it's going to be long plays and short plays depending on the price action. And I was actually long biased. Seeing that they were consolidating around sixes. And that's why I went in long, again, pre-market size. I thought we were going to get a squeeze to $7 at the open, but we didn't. And that's why I stopped out, actually, pre-market already pretty much break even on the long trade here. You can see had an average about 613 pre-market, stopped out. Basically a scratch trade with a pre-market size. And then just the fact that it stays really heavy after that $6 rejected, that's why I was thinking, okay, this is going to be a short now. Just because we couldn't hold $6, you can see we failed. I started in some pre-market and I was shorting the spikes at the open. You can see at the open I was shorting into it and never went to retest $6 after the open. It stayed very heavy. And this is one of those names, yeah, it can definitely run because of the float, like it did later on around $7 from the lows to $7. But it's also a stock that's known to be dilutive, right? If you know about the SEC filings, you can check out my video on that if you're interested. But I was short early on, had a very nice average about 570s after all the ads, covered into the flushes and was out the majority around 513s. I tried to re-add some. You can see once it starts consolidating and holding the 510s, 520s, I didn't flip long just because I don't do well when I flip on these low float stocks. And especially when I already lost on the long side. But just because you can't go long doesn't mean you can't benefit from knowing that they're trapping this. Again, from the past few weeks of experience and the stock is low float, lower price range, we've seen a lot of these price action when they, seems like they're going to die, but they keep on saving the low fives. So knowing that from the past few weeks of experience that they love to start trapping shorts below VWAP, and once the key level starts holding, you can see they started holding the low fives. 510 starts holding and 520 starts holding. I did going and scalp a little bit more short side, 550 down to 530s. But this is where I realized that, okay, they're trapping, they're going to do a major squeeze. Because if you imagine all the shorts piled on and the stock kept on holding up, and technically speaking, at this point, around 520s, 530s, we're only up a dollar a share from previous day close. And at the open, we definitely had some room if we start holding $6 to 7s and potentially 8s and above that. So this is why it's important to adapt to the current sentiment and understanding how these low float algos work. And that's why I was able to get out of the short side. I was all out. I know I did go back in and re-short up here around 620s and 7s, but I stopped out first, right? Understand that this is going to squeeze, and when these things squeeze, they don't just squeeze for 40 cents or 50 cents. They can squeeze for $2. So if you are short, you want to stay safe, right? Vice versa, if you're long biased, this is where you can understand that they're trapping a lot of shorts and actually going long as well. I didn't do it just because I don't do well when I flip, especially when I lost early on the long side. But a lot of people I was trading with went long on the stock from low 5s, 530s, all the way to $6 and $7. Of course, you want to take profit on the way up. So after everyone else got squeezed out, that's where I went in short, 630s, covered all of it, let it squeeze out again, 7s. That's why I went in to re-short this again. I got a very nice short from, after the average 690s down to about 630s. And now we're breaking down. But this is what I mean by this trades on these low float stocks, both on the long side and short side. As long as you understand how price action works and you understand that you're not chasing weakness if you're short, and you're not chasing breakout if you're long. So the next stock in play was Snapchat. This one I made money early on the short side, and then I gave back some on the long side. This is what I mean by usually if I try to flip, I lose money. This is the idea. So this one I left it early on. I wanted to see how it's gonna set up and how it's gonna follow the market. And market stayed pretty heavy early on. So you can see Snapchat. We had a nice gap up after hours. We pulled down. We spiked to test 44s. We failed. And the second time it went red on the day, that's where I went in short. Didn't get to full size just because it felt like I wanted to let it pop to test maybe 43.50s to re-add into it, but still got a decent share size. $43 covered some small, and then we just started flushing, and we were very, very heavy. If you look at the daily chart, this is very extended, and if you remember, this was a stock on watch on our free weekly watch list. If you haven't signed up already, make sure you do so in the link below in the description. We send out free weekend watch list every single Sunday. So Snapchat was on watch, and after this 42s, 50 started failing and we stayed heavy. That's when I went in, added some more short, and I was covering into the flushes. And on the short side, I was all out by like 42 10s, just because I thought that we are gonna get a decent reversal and I can scalp the long side and then re-enter on the short. So it didn't work out. So, a lot of times if I'm short or like long the stock, it's better if I just stay with it and not try to flip. I tried to long here, small, 42, didn't work. I got stopped out 20 cents, 41.80s. This has a lot of downside to fade, slowly though. It doesn't seem like it's gonna be like one of those emotional sell-off, but very nice trade on Snapchat. Also a fun story about Snapchat. Well, fun now, but not so fun at the time. This is one of those stocks I lost a lot of money on in 2017. I think like when it first IPO'd, I lost a lot of money on the short side. So this is one of those stocks I remember, like every time I see it come back, I just have like flashbacks of like all the pain and all the broken dishes and all the... Yeah, that was not fun. I was bag holding the stock on the short side, and then it was not fun. It was like a 5-figure loss on the short side. So lesson of the day, don't bag hold. So the other stock I played also on the short side is LLIT. So this one is a recent reverse split. The float is now really low. They did have some decent news that's very positive, but it doesn't matter if the news is positive about their, I think, merger or acquisition with Newegg. It doesn't matter if the stock stays heavy, right? You don't want to be fundamentally right, but technically wrong. It stayed heavy pretty much the entire morning, from $6 down to 4s. So that's why I went in short. And right now we're just kind of consolidating. I'm all out of the short position on LLIT. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, the plant is back. I mean, it could just be a brand new plant I bought, right? How can you tell if it's a new plant or the same one? You can't tell. But it's still here. It's there. For how long? I'm not sure. So I'm gonna answer some questions. Crypto parse. Could you share your trading journal, and we'll make a video about how you can make it. Actually, you can get. I have a free version of the trading journal. You can get it for free if you sign up to the email list with the link below. Once you sign up, you'll be sent that Excel trading journal or Google Sheet automatically. Second video from Maverick. Thank you for the great videos. You often talk about the algos that squeeze. Do you have a video that explain more about these algos? So we've been talking about this in the last few recaps. So if you want more information, you can watch that. But I actually just did a video lesson on Sunday for my trading chat room, for my premium community, about the algo squeezes and how you can take advantage on the long side. How do you spot short traps? How do you long consolidation? And how do you take advantage of others in pain? And that's exactly the consolidation short squeeze setup on the long side we saw on DSS today, from low $5 all the way to $6s and $7. So, you gotta adapt to the market condition, and I make these video lessons as the market condition changes for all the members in my chat room. So if you're interested in learning more about these long and short setups, we have a lot of videos for our Humble Trader community members. So one more question from Frankie. Hello. Hi, Frankie. Do you know any paper trade simulator with real-time level 2 by any chance? So free or not? So the free options, but it's not as good because they are laggy, would be Thinkorswim, right? Thinkorswim paper trading. If you're in the US, you can open it for free and have like, $100 in the account. So that's free to use. But I would actually recommend paying a little bit and use the DAS Trader Pro real-time simulator. I think it's about $150 a month, but it's the platform I'm using. And it's so much better. You get less lag, better fills, and it's just so much better for reading price action. The charts are cleaner. The level 2 is better and clearer to read. I also have video tutorials on how to use DAS Trader Pro platform if you're interested as well. If you have more trading questions you want me to answer, feel free to leave them below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the bad jokes. If you want to see more day trading content, make sure to subscribe and follow me on Twitter and Instagram for more. If you'd like to trade with me daily and get my free weekend watch list and trading journal, make sure to check out the links below for more resources. Stay green, stay positive, and I'll see you guys next time.